I remember back in 2017 when the Polaris GPUs, such as the 580s, the 570s, the 480s, or even the 470 cards, that were really good at mining kryptonite coins. And there was actually a whole bunch of them that were not even on the what to mine list back then, that were on potentially a lot of other lists out there that were more profitable to mine back then than Electronium or, of course, Ethereum, right? Ethereum wasn't always the top coin to mine back then. As you guys can see, this is back in December 8th of 2017. And you can see here on 3 RX480s, actually, yeah, this is what, if I refresh this, we're on the webarchive.org. And yeah, unfortunately, they won't let me do 1080 Ti's. It just goes to a blank URL. They don't have that saved. But yeah, 3 RX480s. And it looks like back in December 8th of 2017 that Electronium was the most profitable on that day. And so, yeah, just looking at this, I'm just getting some, flashbacks, some memories of when, not only the Polaris cards, but the 1080 Ti's and the 1060 6GB cards, which I was really into back then, were really good at mining other coins, not just Ethereum. And so, yeah, I remember everyone back then was trying to always find the most efficient GPU for whatever coin or algorithm, all right, that was, really good on those cards. So core dependent algorithms were really good on the 10 series NVIDIA cards, and more so definitely much less on the Polaris cards. The Polaris cards were mainly only good on ETH and kryptonite coins, kryptonite algorithms. So yeah, that was quite an interesting time back then. And then up until going through now, I don't, talking about as the profitability has been, as you guys know, mining Ethereum has been, I would say, the most, in terms of profitability for the past year and a half, maybe 2 years, has been Ethereum, right? And I do remember a time when NVIDIA cards were like even the 20 series, 2070s, 2060, 1660 Ti's. It wasn't Ethereum at one point. It was like Ravencoin, A Eternity, Beam, Grin, all those other coins that used to be at the top of the charts are now are at the middle to bottom end of the profitability list. And I remember those being quite high in profitability, and Ethereum wasn't at the top. It was all those other coins I just mentioned that were more profitable back then. But the reasons why now we are seeing not those coins at the top of the charts in terms of profitability is because Bitcoin dominance. And all those other coins in terms of their market cap and the current difficulty on those networks right now, they are essentially not profitable per se. Okay, so I'm just going to go through a lot of different things in this video, guys. I hope you enjoy, but I'm just reminiscing of what it was like back then in 2017 and what it is, throughout the years and up until now. It's actually been very interesting to see the essential evolution of us GPU miners always trying to find the most efficient GPU for whatever is most profitable during the time. All right. So, and I would say, yeah, for us now, we are all trying to find the 30 series cards, okay, 3060 Ti, 3070, 3080s, all right, especially. These cards are really efficient, I would say, on the market right now for mining Ethereum. All right, that's generally what everyone is doing right now because it essentially is the most profitable coin. Okay, there's no other way to look around it other than for people that want to make money. All right, so let's not kid ourselves here. I guess we're all doing this for a financial reason. I do want to talk about fundamentals as well, but let's be honest, right? I'm just gonna speak what most people are thinking about, and I know it's taboo. Sometimes it's taboo to talk about this kind of profit stuff, but hey. I'm gonna be real here, just be straight up honest. I do care about the technology, the fundamentals, the development of that's happening amongst all the different coins out there. But to be honest, profitability is something that's on everyone's mind. And so I have to essentially talk about it. But if there is a way I could hopefully incorporate something in terms of the development of a coin, the usage, adoption, or something, I feel like mining is the gateway for a lot of people to get into the cryptocurrency market. But anyways, I'm going off track there. I want to just talk about, so I mentioned that the price of all those other coins have really dropped off, right? And the Bitcoin dominance chart here, total market capitalization dominance for Bitcoin, you guys can see here, Bitcoin since 2017 has generally been going up. Okay, it's essentially been on an uptrend since the beginning of 2018. So during this time, I remember when you could trade 7 Ethereum for 1 Bitcoin. And so now you can trade essentially, let's see here, how many Ethereum for 1 Bitcoin? Let's see, 30 Ethereum for 1 Bitcoin. Okay, so there's, that opportunity cost. Obviously, if you knew that back then, you would have done it, but who would have known that Bitcoin dominance would have gone up, right? I guess maybe some traders or something, but you can see, as the dominance has gone up, the altcoins, all the other coins that were essentially profitable back then to mine, have lost their value. Some of them have lost 99%. Like from their all-time high back in 2017 up until now, they have gone way down. So, but now the market for altcoins have actually been going up for some of them, not all of them, but some of them. Mind you, there have been some altcoins that have almost essentially come back to what they were before. Not a lot, but there have been some coins that have come back, right? Since 2017. Now, I know most of them though are still way down. Okay, they're still way down, but in terms of profitability, they're just you will not see them at the top of the charts here. Okay, so I mean, looking at the bottom of this list here, there's a lot of coins here that are generally still at the bottom, but who knows, right? If we're still in the bull run, it seems like we're still in the bull run, but we're not sure how long this is going to last, right? So going back to the talk about GPUs, and we're always trying to find the most efficient GPUs for mining. Just talking about like Polaris cards, generally though, if you have been mining with Polaris cards since 2017, and if you just stuck with mining Ethereum since 2017 all the way up until now, you've probably done really well, because Ethereum has done way better than a lot of the other altcoins, okay, in terms of dominance. Okay, so Ethereum has generally been averaging a lot better than some other altcoins, but it really depends though. I would say, I think Ravencoin could be a potential one where, if depending on the yield, how much you've mined, and depending on how much higher Ravencoin can go in price, potentially I've heard some things out there, depending on how much you've mined back then. And you can see here, Ravencoin, if we just go to all, Ravencoin has never hit an all-time high up until recently. Okay, literally I would say February of this year, when Ravencoin went to like 22 cents or something around there. So that's crazy. That's crazy, right? Even back in like almost beginning of 2018, when Ravencoin came out, the price of Ravencoin wasn't that high, right? So look at the opportunity cost there of, if you were mining and hodling Ravencoin since the beginning of 2018 up until now, boy oh boy, you've probably definitely done really well. I mean, assuming if you sold, but looking at your how much you're hodling on Ravencoin, you're probably doing really, really well. So that's one outlier. Okay, so there's a bunch of altcoins that have done generally a lot better than, essentially Ethereum. But in hindsight, right, who would have known if Ravencoin would have gone up that high, right? So that's one thing. Obviously, this is the past now. So what are we going to look forward to in the future? Which, as you guys know, that everything is generally, it's really profitable right now, but very reminiscent of what happened in 2017. Okay, of when the bear market started to come about in 2018, and all the way in 2019 and 2020, and then here we are this year, and the next cycle, it seems like, has begun. All right, the next bull run has essentially begun. Bitcoin is almost 60,000 as of making this video, and Ethereum is hitting up 2K. So crazy times, right? Crazy times. So to attribute all this hype that's happening recently, that people are trying to beat inflation, a lot of investors are coming in. We got like MicroStrategy and Michael Saylor, and then we got Tesla and Elon Musk. They're all like talking about Bitcoin and investing millions of dollars into Bitcoin. And it's like a lot of other companies are coming in, and Visa, PayPal. I've heard of like the PayPal news back in 2017, but I feel like I feel like, it sounds nice now, but again, very reminiscent of 2017. And so I feel like when is the top coming, guys? Like, when is it, right? And when is the bear market going to come again? When are we going to have cheap GPUs? And I feel like it's different this time. You can correct me if I'm wrong. People have been talking about it. It feels different this time because, like I said, we have huge investments coming in, inflation, dollar printing, silicon shortage, COVID-19, seeing RX 580 Polaris cards for $500 recently sold on eBay is definitely ridiculous. So I would say a lot of like existential factors that are happening around the world are also coming into play that are also affecting the Bitcoin price that we are seeing today. So cryptocurrency in general. So just to go along, yeah, with that, we're always trying to buy the most efficient GPUs. It all correlates to basically what we're seeing on what to mine, I would say, for most people. But like I said, depending on what you're mining, if you've just been hodling and mining since whenever you've gotten in, and here you are now for the past 3 months when Bitcoin and cryptocurrency has gone up a lot, right? You are now seeing the realized profits of your holdings versus of what you essentially, paid for your electrical bill, all those expenses that you've paid before, and now you're able to pay that off, and now you're realizing maybe a 10x, 5x, depending how much you've hodled and saved during the bear market. And now here we are. We made it to this point. What now? Are you guys selling? Are you guys, I don't know, like just waiting for the bear market, waiting to buy cheap GPUs again? As you guys know, the silicon shortage is still happening, and people are saying it's not going to get good until 2023, 2022, until the supply chains get better. It's like all of these worldly factors that are happening around the world is what's happening right now that's affecting us crypto miners. And to me, like, now talking about it, it seems like a first world problem for sure. Like, definitely a first world problem. There are bigger things out there right now that are happening, not just in our little crypto mining world, like, even though it is a big world, to be honest. But obviously there's bigger things out there in the world that are happening that essentially is affecting just everyone, right? It's not just us, but it's affecting everyone. I guess I kind of went off a tangent. I didn't really stay on topic of this video, but I hope it was informative in some way, guys. Just talking about, just reminiscing about the past of, and so just thinking about it actually with Ethereum mining. As you guys know, it's profitable now, but come, I would say, July, when EIP 1559 is implemented, it's going to be interesting. Are we going to see Ethereum at the top of these charts here? Okay, so I'm expecting Ethereum to be probably at the top of the charts still. Of course, it's dependent on the price of Ethereum, okay? So there's going to be an equilibrium. There's going to be a leveling off period, essentially, when there's going to be, I'm going to say, a lot of hash rate going to move over to a lot of different coins, right? So yeah, it's going to level off. Everything's going to equilibrate to some point due to the network hash rate, difficulty, price of the coin. And that's ultimately how you get the profitability number here, okay? And I just wanted to note here that Ethereum network hash rate's 476 right now. And back in December 8th of 2017, it was 102. Wow, that was interesting. That was, and 3 RX 480s was yielding 0.0136 Ethereum. All right, so that's a pretty good yield. And now let's just see, 3 480s. All right, let's hit calculate here, and we're now yielding 0.0058 Ethereum. So look at that, right? Look at that. Look at the difference there. How much more Ethereum you mined back then, and then imagine if you hodled all that up until now. Oh, definitely seeing a lot of realized profits now. Anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts. And yeah, we're always chasing the most efficient GPUs, but due to what's happening right now, it's insane. It's insane. All right, my friends, thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts, and yeah, let me know if you remember any old profitable coins back in 2017, if you mined back then. All right, let me know one of your outliers. All right, see you guys later. Have a good one, and peace out.